Well, hello there, Parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of our Haunted Travels Haunted History Recipe videos. I know it's been a while, sorry, but today we're going to go ahead and do a little bit with the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Wonder what I could possibly make for that. Today we're going to be making pizza pot pies. It's a signature dish of a little restaurant in Chicago called the Chicago Pizza and Oven Grinder Company. Now, how does that relate to this week? Well, it just so happens that the people who allegedly committed the crime across the street on Valentine's Day in 1929, you know which one I'm talking about. The ones where Bugs Moran's gang kind of didn't go home that day. Well, the people responsible, or supposedly, allegedly responsible, went and were hiding out, waiting for them to get there at the building where the Chicago Pizza Oven and Grinder Company sits today. It was a restaurant back then. Not sure what they ate, but this is the Chicago Pizza Oven Grinder's signature dish, so that's what we're going to do today. So let's see what we need. Well, obviously, we're going to need some pizza crust. Now, you can make your own from scratch, but I'm just going to cheat a little bit here and make one from a bag. You'll need, of course, pizza sauce, some toppings, and lots of cheese. Since we're going to make these the pot pie method, we're going to make our pizza pot pies in these ramekins. I guess what we should start with then first is the pizza dough. Let's go ahead. Now, nobody better ever tell my relatives in the Italian side of my family that I'm doing this. I might lose my Italian card. So this bagged recipe just really says stick some warm water in here, mix it up, and let it sit for 5 minutes. So that's just what I'm going to do. Except for this pizza dough recipe, which isn't really mine, you're going to find the recipe for these pizza pies down in the description below. Alright, that's all mixed up. We're just going to let that sit for 5 minutes and rinse. Alright, while we're going ahead and letting that pizza dough rise just a bit, I'm going to go ahead and do the insides. The first thing we need to do is we need to spray each one of our ramekins, both inside and outside. You'll see why in a little bit. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of our mozzarella cheese and took slices and cut them in half. And then we're just going to take them and we're going to layer them inside of here so that they cross in the center. And of course, because this is now sprayed, we need to make sure that we put them in kind of 2 at a time across from each other, otherwise they slide down. So just crisscross them so that they will definitely touch over in the middle and rise up the sides. And we just do that until we have the entire insides completely covered. We're going to go and do that for all of them. Basically, you need 4 slices of cheese or 8 of these strips for each ramekin. Now that all the cheese is in, it's time for the sauce. What you want to do is spoon about 2 tablespoons of sauce into the bottom of each one of these cheese-laden ramekins. Then it's up to you. What type of toppings do you want? The real important piece here is, though, if you're going to use sauces or some other form of meat other than pepperoni, you're going to want to make sure that you have that cooked ahead of time and then cooled. I'm going to use our favorite toppings: pepperoni, green peppers, and olives. You should also make sure that your pieces of your items that you're putting in are fairly small. So you can either cut the pieces smaller, like I took my pepperoni and sliced it into 4 pieces, or you could buy those little mini pepperonis or something like that, just to make sure that it kind of goes in there nicely. I also sliced up my olives into little slivers, but you can buy those pre-sliced also. At this point, if you really like sauce, you can add another tablespoon or so of sauce on top. I'm not a big sauce person. I know, again, I'm losing my Italian card. But you can put another layer of sauce if you'd like. Otherwise, next step, put a piece of provolone on top. It's nice and round and it fits in there perfectly. Oh, should I have given it a shot? Our pizza pot pies are ready now for our crust. What you need for the 4 pot pies are about 1 pizza dough's worth. So we're going to take this pizza dough that we just made and we're going to break this into 4. Then I'm just going to sort of flatten it out a bit. Don't use a rolling pin, they say, because that will make it not finish its rising piece. And then just kind of wrap it around. And stick it down over the edges. So you want to try to get it to come down evenly on all the edges so that you don't have a lopsided pot pie later, but I'm not exactly perfect at that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that over, I'm going to put it in the oven at about 400 degrees for 15 minutes. All right, it's time to see how they turned out. Let's get them out of the oven. These came out delicious. They look awesome. Now for the hard part. Pizza pot pies aren't actually eaten out of the bowl like a pot pie. You actually flip them over, reverse them so it actually looks like a deep dish pizza. So I'm going to take my pizza pot pie and I'm going to put that onto a dish. But first I'm going to kind of put the dish on top to reverse it. Nice flip. And now I'm going to try to loosen the edges just a little bit with a knife. Make sure it wants to come off. By the way, this is why we wanted to spray the outside as well as the inside earlier. All right, let's see. Look at that, there it goes. One pizza pot pie for your Valentine. A much better Valentine's Day gift than Bugs Moran's people got. If you liked this video, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and ding that little bell so you'll hear from us next time we post a new video, especially a haunted history video recipe. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like this recipe, and if you give it a try, let us know how it turned out. So until next time, thanks for watching and happy hunting.
Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting!